Hey guys, I'm Nodwa from Paperflow Designs. Thank you for joining me. As you can see on the screen, today I'm going to be showing you how to draw Easter eggs in Inkscape. So if you are on my email list in my VIP club, you got the notification, the email to let you know that I'm coming online and where you can go and grab the color palette that we're going to use. You can see the colors on the side. If you go over to paperflowdesigns.com/blog/how to draw Easter eggs, you can download the color palette for free. If you can't remember all of that, just go over to paperflowdesigns.com and type in Easter. You will get the blog post that'll come up, and if you go to the bottom of that, you can just type in your name and you can download the color palette that we're going to use. This is the second tutorial in my Easter drawing challenge. Last week was the first one where I showed you how to draw an Easter bunny. Still using the same color palette. I'm using the same color palette throughout the whole challenge. So there will be four drawing tutorials. So today is the second one, which is the Easter eggs. Let me take that little scroll off of there. It's Friday. I'm ready to draw. I'm feeling good. If you can hear me and see me, say hi. Let me know if you're following along with the challenge, if you've made any of these. Throw that up on here. What else did I want to do? A little bit of housekeeping. Let you know what's going on, what I'm using. So I mentioned where you can get the color palette, and also if you are really curious about learning how to make your own SVGs, you want to dive in a little deeper, because this is just like a little quickie lesson to show you how to make something. I don't really get into all of the details, but if you are interested in learning how to make your own SVG files, I have a course called So Simple SVG Files. You can find that at paperflowdesigns.com/courses. And that is a video course that shows you step-by-step how to get Inkscape, how to make quote files, how to make drawings out of shapes, how to download them, how to upload them to Cricut Design Space, all of that good stuff. That's all the details for that. Let that roll through. Yeah. All right, so I will soon get started. Get this stuff off the screen. Another thing that I use are the shortcuts in Inkscape. There are tons and tons of shortcuts. And what I mean by shortcuts are the keyboard shortcuts. So like, for example, if I want to make a rectangle shape, I can hit the R button and get rectangles and squares. If I want to make text, I can hit T and get the text box to open up. So there's lots of little shortcuts like that. I do have an ebook that explains to you all the shortcuts, whether you're using a PC or a Mac. And that you can find if you go over to paperflowdesigns.com/recommendations. It's an ebook called Inkscape Ready, Set, Go. Right, let us get into today's tutorial. So if you're following along with me, you want to open up Inkscape, grab the color palette if you want to make the same one that I'm making. Otherwise, you can choose to use your own colors too, that's fine. This is going to be about less than a 10-minute lesson, so you can get through this one really quickly. If you're a beginner, this is a great place to start off with. All right, so I've already got the color palette in there, and I'm going to use the circles tool, which is ellipses and circles, to make my oval shape, which is going to be my egg. So I already have my color set up in there. If you don't, you can use the color drop tool to change the color. I'm going to duplicate this 2 more times so I can make the base of all 3 eggs. All right, so I've got all 3 eggs on there. I'm going to change the colors because I want 3 different eggs. Just gonna go and choose the dropper tool and change the first one to an orange color. The second one, I want to change it to that blue color. The second one, I mean the third one. So now I've got a pink egg, an orange egg, and like a teal colored egg. And I'm going to start drawing decorating them. So I'm going to use the pencil tool, and I'm just going to make this like side winding kind of drawing through it. Your pencil tool might have a different setting than mine. You can see what my settings are on the menu bar. You might need to change those to, make this like thick line. So that's just me. I'm just doing these decorations right on top of the egg that's there. For this one, I'm just going to make little polka dots using the circle tool. So I'll be starting by drawing the first one, and then I'm just going to hit the space bar so that I can copy it onto other places on the egg. Once I have a few of those polka dots on there, I'm just placing them randomly. There's no like specific arrangement. And don't worry if it goes outside of the edge of the egg, because that's what I'm doing that on purpose. I had to turn off my snapping features. I think last week I mentioned that I was using snapping features and I could not for the life of me remember the name of it. But now I remember those are snapping features. All right, so now I'm going to select all of those polka dots and I'm going to combine them so that they are one path. And that makes it a lot easier for me to copy it and duplicate it onto another part of the egg. So the ones that are like way outside, I'm just going to bring them inside the egg so it's touching some part of the egg, some part of the orange part. All right, so now we have our decorations, the beginning of the decorations for 2 of the eggs, and for the third one, which is the blue one, I duplicated that, made the second one that's on top, changed it to a pink color, and then I'm just going to squash that down to kind of like make a curved stripe. I'm going to use the circle tool to make stripes for the egg. So it kind of looks like, I don't know, like a little sausage. I'm going to take this little sausage, stretch it out so I want it to go past the shape of the egg. I'm going to duplicate it and then just move it up. So now I've got the 3 eggs like covered out with how I want to decorate them. But of course, this is not the end. I want the decorations to be on the inside of the eggs and not just on the outside. So I'm going to select all of that. Excuse me, I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. So I select my decorations and the base, and I'm just going to cut that out. So I'll only be left with what's on the inside of the egg. Now to select the color, I can go and right click and then do select same. I can choose fill color. So that means that everything that is that same color will be chosen. And since I have an egg of that color, I just have to hit shift and then deselect the egg. Now I can duplicate my orange egg. And I'm going to select those 2 paths. So I'm going to select the orange egg, and then I'm going to select the polka dots. And I'm going to clip that the polka dots out so that everything that's sticking out will kind of like disappear. And I'm only going to have the decorations on the inside of the egg. If it's going too quickly for you, don't worry, watch it again. Some of these things like you need to play around with and do it a few times or watch it a few times before you can really get it. Like I said, this is a perfect tutorial if you're a beginner. Because like always, I'm just using simple shapes. Again, you can make really complicated drawings with Inkscape, but I know when you're getting started, when you see something that has like, lots of layers, lots of details, it can be intimidating and you might not even want to get started. Or you might try it and you just think, you know what, I'm just going to give up. It's taking too long. I don't understand it. So that's why I like to show you easy tutorials that you can probably, try it out and get them done in an afternoon. I mean, if you're really into it, get them done in like, half an hour. Because I know we all have things to do. And as much as I would love, and you would probably love to be drawing like all day long, that's probably not really possible. So if you have like, 30 minutes here and there that you can practice, that's perfect to help you get better. All right, so those are the first two eggs. I have my decorations on the insides. And now I'm going to tackle the third one. I'm going to select all of those like pink stripes, and I'm going to combine them to be one path. Now I'm going to duplicate the base egg, that teal colored egg. I'm going to use that as a cookie cutter to like cut that out. So now it looks like I just have my little striped egg. And you can see it's actually 2 layers. So those are our three Easter eggs. So if you are following along with me, keep all of these because they're not going to disappear. You will see them again in the challenge. Each thing that we're drawing. So those are the Easter eggs. Like I said, if you missed it, if you came in late, go ahead and watch it again. Let me know if you have any questions on them. Pop that back up. You can grab this, you can see the little stripe of colors there, the color palette on my website at paperflowdesigns.com. It's free, so you can have the same colors, or you can use your own colors too. Let me know what you thought of that. I know this week was short and sweet. Sometimes the long ones, I feel like, people might be intimidated to try them out. So I'm like, okay, once in a while, I'll throw in a few short ones to, get you feeling like, you know what, I can do this. I can do it too. And you can. All right, so that was that. I don't see any questions. If you're watching this on the replay, say hi. Let me know if you like this. Share this with a friend. Share this with another crafting friend. Easter is coming, and I know you guys are getting ready to make your Easter crafts, and I think this could really help you out. All right, I am signing off for today, and I'll see you again next Friday for part 3 of the Easter challenge. And if you're not on my email list, get on there so you can know what we're going to draw before everybody else does. All right, see you. Have a good one.